another vlog. In this video I will be showing you another test route, which I hope you would like it. Before I start the video, I always say that before you test these test routes, when you drive on these routes, they're all part of test routes. There's a high chance you would go there. The side roads are always different, so I expect you know the junctions well. I know that you practiced junctions with your trainer, whereas teaching you. I expect your drive is relatively good, your general drive is good, so when you drive on these routes, you know the points to remember where you are more likely to make a mistake. There's been a lot of demand from a lot of people who want me to make these routes more and more. A lot of people are getting benefit out of these routes. So without wasting any more time, let me show you another route. It's going to be another interesting one. Before we go, if you haven't subscribed the channel, subscribe it and like it, and hit the bell icon button so you would get all the upcoming videos. That would be great. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to do a little bit of commentary as well while I will be doing this test route, so you would know what to do on the tricky areas and what to do on junctions. You would get the maximum benefit out of it while I'm executing MSPSL, which is mirror signal position speed look, which is the code. Right, so I'm right in front of the test center. I'm just going to prepare my car, do an observation, accelerating slowly into the first gear, increasing the speed, going into second gear. There's a bend here, so slowing down, decelerating, accelerating in second gear. At the end of the road, turning left, checking my mirrors, giving signal, positioning myself to the left side, ease off the gas, cover the brake, latch down, go to gear 1, stop the car nicely. This junction is a very tight junction next to the test center. We call this road Princess Street. Princess Street is a tricky junction because where I'm standing right now, where I am stopped right now, it's quite a steep hill, so you need a very good clutch when you go. Looking on my right and left, making sure it's safe to move. Yes, I am. So I'm just going to complete my turn, making sure the turn is complete. New road, checking my center and right mirror, accelerating, changing gears back to 2, changing gear back to 2, easing off the gas. Car's coming towards my way, so easing off the gas, cover the brake in case. At the end of the road, turning right mirrors, signal, applying brake. As I get closer to the junction, press the clutch and stop, change the gear back to 1, looking right and left, making sure it's all clear to move. Got parked cars in front of me, so I'm going to get a center position to turn, keep the position in center, check my new mirrors, come back into my lane, going over the humps, accelerating, changing the gear nicely back into 2. Speed limit is 20. This is Farley Hill. Farley Hill, you got parked cars at right and left, so you want to be really careful with your drive, making sure you expect any meeting situation on this road. So as a learner, you really want to be looking for a good drive on Farley Hill because it could go tricky. Maintaining my speed for 20, going nicely over the hump. After this car, keeping my position to the left, park cars on the right, making sure that I'm checking my center and right mirror over and over again to make sure nobody's overtaking me from the right. Taking my position a little bit to the near side of the car. Accelerating gently, moving up to 19 miles an hour, maintaining that speed. There's a van coming towards me. Decelerate, accelerate. Checking my mirrors, centering right before moving out. At the end of the road, I'm going to turn left, so I'm checking my center and left mirror, giving left signal in time, off the gas, applying brake as I get closer, angle the car to the left, stop the car, right and left, checking, making sure right and left all good to go. Easy, press the right point, complete the turn, accelerate, check my mirrors, change the gear back to 2, accelerate slowly while keeping my position a little bit into the center, but making sure I'm in my lane as well, so I'm not going too much into the right hand lane. Turning right, checking my mirror, giving right signal, covering the brake, clutch down, while chaining down, go back into gear 1, looking right and left, making sure it's safe to move, got the bite, nicely turn into my road, checking my new mirrors, center and right. At the end of the road, I'm going to the left, to my center and left mirror, give the left signal, ease off the gas, cover the brake, clutch down, stop, making sure right and left is all clear. Yes, it is. Grabbing the bite, going into left lane, checking my right mirror, center right mirror, accelerate, changing the gas, changing the gears. Next roundabout, I'm going to turn left, taking the first exit, checking my center and left mirror, left signal, easing off the gas, covering brake, planning to stop. If there's somebody coming, nobody's coming, I'm going to take the exit. Okay, so just this whole area speed limit is 20. I'm maintaining a speed of 20, carrying going straight. Sometimes I get you to park the car to the left a few times. This area is 20, road is wider. A lot of people get victim of doing speeding over here, so maintain a nice speed limit, which is just under 20, I'd say 18 or 19. At the end of the road, we're going to turn right, checking my center and right mirror, giving right signal. As we approach, cover the brake, applying brake pressure, put the clutch down, coming to stop, changing to gear 1, checking right and left, nobody's coming. Nicely turn right. Speed limit has changed into 30, accelerating, checking my mirrors, back to 2, accelerating again, checking my mirrors, camera sign there, camera there, going back into 3, going into 3, there's a camera sign there, maintaining 28, 29 miles an hour. I can see the speed limit is changing into 40. This road is I guess it's Luton Road. So Luton Road, we're going straight towards Caddington. Changing, accelerate, changing into 60. So I'm going to accelerate while I'm staying in control into national speed limit. It is a national speed limit. So I'm increasing the speed limit to 50, chaining into 4, maintaining a good speed which I can control. There's a bend there, so I'm going to go towards a little bit of the offside so I can get a maximum view up ahead. Acceleration is fine, gear is fine, so I'm just carrying on going towards this bend where I can keep it to a little bit of the offside, maintaining a good speed while I keep a safe distance from another car. There's a bend sign there, which means sharp bend to the right. I'm decelerating and changing the gear into 3rd, going this time towards the near side of the curb. I get a maximum view, and then there's another bend sign. I'm going to go to the other side of the bend, which is the offside. I will get the maximum view as I am on towards the offside. As you can see, I am in my lane, but I'm getting the maximum view towards the offside so that I can see what's happening ahead. While I'm accelerating gently, the speed limit is changing back to 30. So I'm applying brakes, coming back to 30. There's a roundabout sign. I'm going to go back to 2nd gear, making sure it's all safe to go. Done. Bus stop sign. There's a bit of a meeting situation there. Decelerate, checking my mirrors. There's a pedestrian crossing the road, maintaining a good speed. I am in 2nd gear. Over the hump, nice and slow, taking the road on the left. Checking my left mirror, center and left mirror, left signal. It's absolutely perfect to take this junction down in 2nd gear. Turn it back. I'm just waiting to cross. I'm all good to go. This is Caddington. This is the area where I normally say, if you're driving, be careful. In Caddington Village, you will see a lot of meeting situation. You have to give way to the other cars, and you also need to get the way, and you will be seeing a lot of meeting situation like this one. So you have to be careful, keep anticipating who can come from the front so you can act accordingly. So in Caddington, so I normally say maintain a good speed. Maintain a speed which you can manage, maintain a speed which you can control. There's a bend there. I am in second gear in my car, accelerating, speed limit is 30. I am onto the offside of the road. I'm going to take a position towards the offside, get the maximum view of the other side while I'm checking for it. There's a car coming, so I'm going to slow down, ease off the gas, maybe applying brake, slowing down, let him go, and then accelerate gently while checking my mirrors, going straight from the next roundabout. As I approach toward the roundabout, look straight and right, everything is clear, accelerating gently, it's all 30, I am in second gear, accelerating gently, getting maximum information I can get from the front, parked cars on the right, there is a van waiting to emerge, accelerating gently now, there's another bend coming up, so I'm going to take near side position this time, so I can get the maximum view to what's ahead. This is where I get the priority on the oncoming. Speed limit is changing into national speed limit, accelerating gently. As I go into this past national speed limit sign, I'm gonna put the foot down a little bit, but obviously maintain a nice speed, which is 40 miles an hour, or it could be more. You need to maintain the speed which you can control. If you look at the condition of the road, it's not very ideal. We've got a lot of potholes. There's been a lot of repair work. So I'm going to maintain a speed which I can control. You need to maintain the speed which you can control. There's a lorry coming, applying brake gently, making sure it's safe for us to go. It was a tough situation. Another learner coming towards me, accelerating while checking my mirrors. Speed limit is changed back down to 30, applying brakes, bringing it down to 28, 29. At the end of the road, I'm going to turn left, so I'm checking my center and left mirror. I'm going to turn right, checking my center and right mirror, right signal, stopping behind the car so I can see the tires and tarmac. Come to a full stop, check my right and left, make sure it's safe to move, and complete the turn. Checking my new mirror, center and right, accelerating slowly, chaining gear up to 3, speed limit is 30, maintaining a nice speed. There's a bend there, so I'm going to take a very nice offside position, gently slowing down as well, so I can see the maximum view from the side. There we go, I can see it. Speed limit is chaining international. I'm maintaining speed limit 28, 29. Chaining international speed limit. There's a car waiting to turn left. Might be parked up because that car is a learner. Going back from 3 to gear 1, doing a bulk gear change. Checking my center and right mirror, and nicely overtake the learner. Checking my center and left mirror, back into my lane. That's the junction you need to be careful of. It's a Y junction. I'm going to turn left. When you turn left, give left signal. As you can see, there's a car coming, but there's a space for me to go to the left, and this is where you need to wait, where I've just stopped. So you entered into the Y junction and you stop here. You look right and left to make sure it's safe to move. These cars will be coming on a fast pace because of the national speed limit road. How would I know it's a national speed limit? As you can see, there are no signs in right and left, so if you see no signs, national speed limit applies for that road. It's a single carriageway going downhill, accelerating while changing gear. Now the speed limit is changing into 40, so I'm going to decelerate, stay in gear 3rd, no need to apply a brake, carry on going, maintaining 40 miles per hour. Chaining into 30, off the gas, apply a brake, bringing it down to 29, 30. There's a hump coming up, so I'm going to apply brake, going back into, let the brake go, going into second gear, deal with the hump. It's a 30 road because of the street lights. As you can see, street lights are here. That means simply it's 30 in the area. In case if you have missed the 30 speed limit sign, there is a very good video which I've made how you can recognize the speed limit. Please do watch that video, which is going to tell you how you can recognize the speed limits. Now, slip end is a very interesting area because you've got the speed humps and the speed limit is 30. But the question is, would you ever do 30 mile an hour when you've got speed humps on the road? I say no, because there's no point of going to the third gear and 28 mile an hour with a speed hump. So I normally stay in second gear, keep my speed to 20. Turning right from the traffic light, center and right mirror, right signal, applying brake, clutch down, going back to 1. Going from my lane to my lane, taking a center position, checking my center and right mirror, get the update from the mirrors. Speed limit is 30. Gently increase to the speed to maybe 25 in second gear, because I know in slip end there are quite a few speed humps. Because of the parked cars, I'm going to take a center position. There's a learner coming towards me. I'm going to make sure that we both go nicely. There's a speed bump coming up, so I'm going to ease off the gas, decelerate, go over the hump nicely so I don't feel the hump. I can see up there there's a cyclist coming, dog walker, pedestrian on the left, 40 speed limit, changing into 40. I'm accelerating nicely. It's becoming a wide road. 2 dogs walking on the left where they are chained. So I'm going to increase my speed limit. Another dog walker on the left. Dog is all fine. They're walking with the dog. Dog is chained. So increasing the speed limit to 38. There is a bend coming up. I'm easing off the gas, taking an offside view to see the maximum view on the bend, maintaining a good speed, chaining into 60, accelerating more so I can get the accelerating more. It's a wide road, speed limit is 60. There's a car up ahead, so I'm going to maintain a nice distance between me and that car because the speed is increasing and I have to keep a good distance from the car on the front. This is pepper stock lane, so I need to be very careful because this lane, you have to remember, as you get out of the slip end, the road is wider. But look at this right now, the road is getting narrower. Maintain the speed which you can control, because there are a couple of bends which you need to be careful of. Maintain your speed and your position. Keep it to the left. Don't go too much on the left. Don't go too much into the center in front of the oncoming cars. Keep a nice position to the outside left lane. Maintain a good speed. Negotiate with the bend while you get the maximum view. And as you approach towards the end, center and left mirror, left signal, apply brakes, position yourself nicely towards the left. Now this is where I have to tell you, this pepper stock lane can sometimes go very, very tricky. So you have to be really careful when you come down with your trainer, or if you ever decide to go with me, then I can show you these routes, but you have to be very, very careful when you come down this downhill, because this is a downhill with a few bends which you need to control. I'm looking right and left, all good to go. This is a 60 road. As soon as you enter this road, you need to pace up or accelerate quickly, because the cars behind you can come very quickly and you need to make sure they're not braking because of you. Accelerating nicely, going into third gear while checking my mirrors. Park cars on the left in the lay-by, increasing my speed, going off the gas, chaining into fourth, checking my mirrors. I can see the speed limit is chaining into 40, a slow sign, a junction to the left, M1 sign, off the gas, applying brake, going into 40. There's a junction on the left, the cars could be turning in, there's a box junction in the middle. There's a waiting area, but that car hopefully would wait for me, but I'm still keeping an eye on that car. Gently accelerating now back to 37, 39. It's a good speed. From the next roundabout, I'm going to turn the first exit left, checking my center and left mirror, left signal, applying brake, speed limit changing to 30. Let go the brake, change the gear to 2. Roundabout is all good to go. Accelerating gently. I know the speed limit is 30. Checking my right, all overtaking lane, going into third gear. Nicely increasing the speed to 29:30. Gear is third. Maintaining a good speed. I can see the speed limit is 30 because of the street lights. Going up to the next roundabout, taking the first exit, checking the mirrors, give a signal, positioning myself to the left side, applying brakes. As I get closer, change the gear to, as I get closer, let go of the brake, change the gear to 2, nicely take the outside lane to take the exit, mirror signal, keep the signal going on, take the bend, take a position to the offside where I can get the maximum view, accelerate, going back to 29:30. That's a good speed to maintain. Maintaining 30. This is London Road. So this is it. On this route, the main thing which I wanted to show you was some bends, how you can drive in Caddington, and how you should be driving when you are in Slip End and when you are out from the Slip End village. Take care of yourself. Until the next video, goodbye.